and welcome back to Flexible Games. This is Buggy, and we are working on Factorio. So we have plastic done, steel done, copper and iron done. Although, only 20 of each, so it's not like we have a gross amount. We're not going to be hitting that 40,000 anytime soon, but we are much closer. Just have to settle into the circuits, get circuits going, get red circuits going, get blue science going, and then we're good to go. So, circuits. Here's my thoughts on circuits. My max level assembly machines I have set at 10 crafting speed. Vanilla Dytech, I think they cap it at 3.5, and I think that with the amount of resources that goes into them, only getting, basically you go from crafting, so you start at 0.2 or 0.5, you only go up to 0.75. I'm pretty sure the next level, let's find automation. It's probably dark. There it is. So the next level only gives you 1.25. And the one after that is 3. No, that's logistics. Automation. So 4, I bump it up to 3.5. 5, bump it up to 4. So there's more of a jump from 3 to 4, and then 5 gives you a little bit of a bonus. But after this, it goes up to 5, because these have advanced processing units, and those things are really expensive. They take a lot of resources, and those things are pricey. And then finally 10. They consume a lot of power, 1 megawatt a piece. I tweak the power so they consume a lot of power. They take 80 tungsten plates and 4 of the highly advanced processing units, which are, I don't make a lot of those. And 10 obsidian, and the only way to get obsidian is to mine cobalt or ardite. That's the only way to get obsidian. We will get into that later, as well as the research for this is 800 research beakers, and one of each 800. So it's an ungodly amount of research just to get to this, and I think once you get there, you have a factory and replacing all of the machines and doing all that, you should get a benefit. So they start at 10. Now, I've never played with modules before, Bob's modules, and I'm sort of interested to see how fast a level 10, a crafting speed 10 assembly machine actually crafts using the God modules. I have a feeling that it's going to craft them so fast that we're going to need multiple outputs per assembly machine. So here are my thoughts. For circuits, we want to leave some space, just in case. For circuits, let's start them here, okay? And there's a pretty standard circuit model. It's 3 to 2. So we space this out like this, right? So you craft circuits, this is wires, and these, I think, moved somewhere. Yep. So those are wires, and these are the circuits. Pretty sure these are here. There we go. So normally what I do is I build, let's craft some stuff here. I do this, just pretty standard, this, and then I have an input for iron. So I have iron coming down, I have the export going up, and there you go. And then I'll have one of these on the other side. So one of these over here. However, with modules, I think that these machines are going to craft so fast, I'm going to need extra outs like this. And typically in the crafting the crafting speed 10, once I get them all upgraded, and I kind of want to plan this out because I want this to be as efficient as possible. The crafting speed 10s, even without speed modules, they craft so fast that a bank of 4 like this will fill a hyperspeed belt full by the time it gets to the end using the fast inserters. So one of the things I did when I went and tweaked the mods to sort of my goal and my play style, I increased the speed of the fastest Bob's belt, and I increased the speed of the fastest express inserter from Bob's. And I didn't do exponentially. I think the speed went from probably 0.18 to 0.23. So it wasn't a super huge jump, but it's just enough to where the super fast inserters are able to fill the belt and get really good compression by the time it gets to the end. Now, with the modules, I have a feeling that I'm going to need a little extra output from each one of these because they're going to be going so fast that I'm not going to be able to keep up. They're just going to be too fast. So, one of my ideas was add, kind of modify the design a little bit, add some extra outputs and just, try my best at, because I have no idea how fast it's going to be. I have a feeling they're going to be the God modules are able to craft more than one at a time. So and they're going to craft them so fast that an inserter is not going to be able to output them fast enough on a single belt because inserter to belt, you're only moving one at a time. If I had buffer chests for all of these, that would help initially, but it wouldn't help in the long run because once the chest fills up, then the assembly machine will have to slow down to match. So I want to try to get as many circuits off the network as possible. And, I did some thinking about this, and I think what I'm going to have to do is do something like this where we're pulling multiple lines at a time. And I can have underground belts matching something like this. So I'm literally pulling from 3 different directions and possibly merging them like this. So essentially, one bank of these is going to output 3 lines of circuits. When it's all done. And this is where it gets kind of gnarly. I'm going to have multiple setups like this. I'm going to have, I'm estimating 15 or so of these assemblers. So if I have banks of 4, at least 4 banks. So 16 of these all maxed out might get me there with the God modules. I'm unlikely to hit it before then. I have games where I have huge banks of these, and I'm producing them so fast. Like I said, 22,000 per minute is my record. I'm producing them so fast I can't get them off the line, and so I've had to sort of rethink how I'm going to do that. Now, where these are going to go, because you can't produce that many if you're not consuming that many. So a lot of the recipes take green circuits. The circuit recipes for research take them. The circuit recipes for just about any advanced machine is going to have green circuits somewhere. The other place that these green circuits are going to be used in vast quantities is for red circuits. Red circuits use them. Blue, the processing units use a lot of them. So I'm going to have to figure out if this is going to be sufficient. With these low-level ones, I don't need all these outputs, but I want the design to be there. I'm actually going to want to pull this off the line. So likewise, these are going to be producing so fast. I'm going to want to keep in mind the resources coming down. One of the limitations is how much iron I can stuff down the line. That is a big issue. Is when these are producing so fast, it's going to be pulling iron like crazy. I'm not rushing to God modules. Absolutely, God modules are not in any way, shape, or form going to appear soon. What I'm trying to get is blue science done, and for that I am working on circuits right now. So I think for now what I want to do is just have 2 of these set up like that. I have long-handed birder inserters for reasons I cannot fathom at the moment. Do I have fast longs? Yes, thank goodness. So here's where the iron's coming in, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. And I need more iron. No, I don't need more iron. What do I need more of? Stone. Wow. That's amazing. I have stone right there. So we want iron to come down. How I usually do this is I'll have iron sneak in here. So iron will come. I'm going to need to sort out my... So I want those, some of those, some of those, some more of these. And then I have a belt like that. It's an easy way to do a very fast, lossless transfer instead of having to loop it back and loop it back down. I use splitters to sort of offset by one any material that I need. So this is actually going to be part of the bus here. So I don't want to mess with this line at all. So this is my baseline for my bus. Circuits, I'm just going to use the center line now. Circuits are going to have 4 lines. Oh yeah, I can't move this very far. So let's do this. 4. Yep. 4. And this is going to be my circuit line right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure that line is right. And there it is. So this is going to be my circuit line. And I'll probably have to really finagle and get my belts in a manner that is fast, because I'm not sure if four belts of green circuits are going to be able to do it. So I need copper to come down, iron to come down. We need a lot of underground belts, I have a feeling. So iron comes down here. And once I get up to bigger belts, better belts, I'll be able to span almost the entire bus just with one set. So I can't put it there. So I have to bring it down here. It was just a bad bad placement, and then jog it over one. So with this, there we go. Let's bring iron down. So iron is starting, and it's getting dark, so let's light up the world here. And corner. And edge. So we have 1, 2, oh, I swear. Oh, I do one in the middle there too. Okay. Just to keep the lines from getting crazy, I did this. Okay. That. There. Good to go. So we have iron down here now, and I need some two fast inserters. I really don't want those in my inventory. There we go. Pulling iron off, putting circuits on. Now I need 2 coppers coming down. Okay, so we have 1 copper here, but this is a level that I'm going to be putting underneath. So, and in the future, we're going to be using so many of these resources that I'm going to have to pull resources directly off the copper line. So like right now, you see our smelters are pulling copper onto sort of a bus system, and we're not going to be able to use that. We're not going to be, this copper coming down up here as we add copper production, because these circuits are going to be going so fast. Some of these other copper smelter blocks that we're going to build, they're basically going to feed just directly into circuits. Their entire production is going to be consumed in circuits, and I anticipate needing several blocks of copper to do just that. I'm using a lot of undergrounds, but it's unavoidable right now because I want to plan for the future. Okay. Some weird hitches. My computer is updating. Hold on, let me pause. Okay, let's just finish off copper here. Yeah, my computer was updating or something, but it's all sorted now. So now we have copper. And with this system, we're taking it off one line. So the copper comes in, and it's taking off from one side on this side and one side on this side. So it essentially balances itself out. But now that we've got circuits going, it's time to end the episode. So I will see you in the next one.